An Alabama cop decides to tase a handcuffed man, told him she was going to do it again, and still arrested him. According to the update, that individual, that cop, is now on leave. Here's the video.
Stand up. Right there in front of the car. Stay straight.
I ain't doing it, bro. I'm not doing that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying, what you saying? Oh, yeah, for? I'm not. Oh, my God. Okay. Down. Oh, my fault. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
You want it again?
No, man.
Shut the if you was big and bad, shut your bitch ass up.
Now, officer, since you're big and bad, put up the picture full mass. Many outlets are going to tell you that this officer was engaged in a lawful arrest. They will neglect to mention her name because the official report from Reform, Alabama did not mention the name, but we have the name. On December 2nd, in Pickens County, Alabama, Reform police officer Dana Elmore, based on reporting from Sportskeeda, detained, cuffed, and tased a young black male identified as 24-year-old Micah Johnson. He was reportedly trying to fix a flat tire on the side of the road when Officer Elmore forcefully took the man into custody for allegedly acting suspicious. Elmore is now on leave, according to AL.com, an Alabama reporting agency. While authorities investigate a weekend arrest captured on video in Reform, Alabama, showing a handcuffed man being hit with a stun gun. The video begins with a white female officer from the Reform Police Department ordering the black male to stand up after he was handcuffed on the roadway in Pickens County. So then she tells him to lay down in front of the vehicle, which he does. He complies immediately. He puts his face directly into the vehicle, on top of it. The vehicle, obviously, is seen directly in the video. The officer then holds a stun gun to his back as if he's trying to run away. He's not. She goes through his pockets. She then tells him, stay still. He's not moving. At which point he says, quote, I ain't doing ish, bro. I got a gun right there, telling her that he has a gun. It is constitutional to have a gun, especially in Alabama, right? Not if you are a 24-year-old African-American male. There's more. The officer laughs as she retrieves the gun and says, oh, yeah. She then deploys the stun gun directly into the man's back, telling him to shut up as he screams. The man begins to cry, repeatedly saying, oh, my God. The officer then says, do you want it again? As the man continues to cry, shut your B ass up, she says. That's where the video ended. The video has been shared thousands of times. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Put up the picture of the officer again. That officer needs to be arrested immediately for violation of oath of office, because I promise you she lied on the police report. For assaulting an individual while in custody, for felony use of a taser. That's to get started. DA, you have work to do. Politically speaking, put up the mayor. Now, the district attorney is investigating this case, received it recently. The mayor, Melody Davis, is pictured here. That is your mayor. Her and the reform police chief, Richard Black, not pictured, sent out a joint statement on Monday acknowledging they are aware of the video involving a, quote, citizen's arrest that took place on Saturday. The department is in the process of turning over all materials related to this arrest, they said, to the Alabama State Bureau of Investigation, and has requested a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding the arrest, the statement said. Police and city officials referred questions about the arrest to the 24th District Judicial Circuit District Attorney Andy Hamlin. Hamlin could release more information today. The Pickens County Jail identifies the man as Johnson. He is being held on a $500,000 bond. The jail website lists charges of obstructing governmental operations, resisting arrest, marijuana possession, drug trafficking, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. Some of his friends and family showed up at the Reform Municipal Building Monday afternoon to protest. This is a developing story. This is a developing story. So according to the narrative, the man was changing a tire. The officer said he looked suspicious, decided to engage. If there's no reason to engage, none of this counts in a court of law, okay? This is why it benefits the community to have officers who engage citizens lawfully. So now this has happened. The taxpayers of Reform Alabama will end up footing the bill because regardless of the interaction, it is clear that the man is handcuffed. It is clear that the man is under the authority and is compliant to law enforcement. It is clear that the officer utilized the taser unlawfully. All of these are evident before us, regardless of guilt or innocence, which has to be adjudicated inside of a courtroom, not administered by rogue officers like this one. I want to say thank you to the elected official in Alabama who alerted me to this immediately. I appreciate the service that you provide. We will continue to stay on this story and bring you developments as they come. Sharing thoughts here.
It's tough to get me to furrow my brow, Dr. Ritchie. This one did it, okay? I don't even want to hear about the ABI, Alabama Bureau of Investigations, on this case. Really should be the FBI. I really saw an act of domestic terrorism, and I actually do mean that. I actually do mean that. And I don't know what's taking so long for them to get all the footage out and give up the name. Obviously, your crack team got it. You'd have to drop box that to me immediately if I'm the mayor, and the chief better be at my house tonight to discuss it. That's how ignorant this is. Wow. I don't know why you'd put someone like that on leave. They should both be in, even though his charges seem trumped up, $500,000 bond. Okay.
Right.
She need to be right up there with him in the general population.
Yeah. And here's the thing. The $500,000 bond is so ironic but indicative of what they were attempting to do. Because you got people who are arrested, incarcerated currently for murder. They don't have a $500,000 bond, maybe $250,000, $250,000, $300,000. That is surety to come back to court.
What are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I'm just, trying to process everything. I'm doing fine at the most. So.
And so are you aware that this has gone national, this video?
Yes, man. Like, I've been trying to actually just stay out of social media because, I don't like seeing the video. It just do something to me. I just can't watch it. Me personally. I can watch it, but with the sound on, no, I can't do it.
So take me back through what you remember. I mean, from what your attorney said, you were just simply out changing a tire near your home? Yes,
man. I was near my aunt's. I was going to pick up my little brother because I always go get him every other weekend or whatever. So, but I had a baby shower the next day, so I told him I was going to come get him. So when I finally made it down there, Gordo area coming into a reform, my tire had a real bad blowout. So I was trying to call my aunt, but like I couldn't get in touch with her, so I tried to get the car closest I could to her. So once I got there, I parked and I walked to her house or whatever. I left the car, went and got some tools, told her that I needed a ride to go get a tire or whatever. So, and then me, my brother, and my co-defendant walked back to the car. So once we got back to the car, I was on the ground changing the tire when the police officer pulled up. So when she pulled up, she was basically like, what you guys doing? We told her we're changing the tire. She get out, she check out the tire or whatever. Then she she asked for our IDs. So me personally, I was like, if this not a traffic stop, so why you need an ID? So, but I still gave it to her trying to be in compliance. So I gave her my ID and I'm still asking the same question, like, what's the purpose of you needing the IDs? So that's when she finally feels some type of way or whatever. So she told me to go stand on the back of the car, and I was like, I'm not being detained, so I don't have to do anything. So like, you know, so basically it's like, so once I told her that or whatever, she said, well, now you are. She grabbed me. Like I put my hands up or whatever. So 'cause I was standing like between the back door and the driver door, and I was trying to grab my phone so I could turn my camera on and record her. So like once I finally got my camera on, then she tased me the first time. And she put her foot in my back on the ground.
So you fell down after being tased?
Yes, ma'am. I dropped my phone
down?
and stuff. Yes, ma'am. So she had me face down in the road first, like, so I put my hand behind my back so she could start tasing me or whatever. So once she finally gave me the handcuffs, she get me up off the ground. Well, before that, that's when I told my friend, like, go get my aunt. So he took off running, like once she first started tasing me, and my brother still was standing there. So my brother video started like once she got me off the ground into handcuffs. So when she get me onto the car or whatever, I let her know like I got a gun on me, like so it won't go any farther than it did. So
okay, so let's stop there. You had a legally carried gun.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So once she found the gun, so she made a comment, oh yeah. I was like, what's the problem? Like basically like asked her why you saying that. She like she didn't want me to talk at all, basically. So when I asked her that, that's when she tased me again. So now I'm like, I don't know what's finna go on, like, like that. But like,
Are you pretty nervous at that point?
Yeah, I was nervous. Like I was really like not really just nervous for myself, but like I was scared for the people that I was with. Like I don't really be thinking about myself. Like I be worried about the people that I be around, and that's my little brother. Like he gotta watch this. Like you know, like that's what really just bothered me the most about the whole thing.
And how old's your brother?
How old? He's like 17.
17.
Yeah.
So he was recording. Were you aware he was recording?
Like I ain't know he was recording until I like actually leaned on the car and I looked at her. And like when she put me in the back of the car, that's when his video kind of like shut off because she came and snatched him up and put him in the car like up by a bridge.
So most people have never been tased. Pretty painful.
Yeah, for real. Then it was raining outside. Like it was raining. It had a pretty good drizzle going on outside.
And so at what point did you find out they were charging you with trafficking fentanyl?
I didn't know I was getting charged with trafficking fentanyl until I actually went to court the next day because they wouldn't let me make no phone calls or nothing at all. When I first got to the jail, they just told them we gonna book them on no bond and don't put any charges on them until we come back and tell y'all what to actually put. But they was trying to say they was holding me on the theft of property to get me to the jail. But I never been arrested in Pickens County other than, well, I wasn't arrested then, but the only thing that ever happened to me in Pickens County was a speeding over 25. And I was stopped by a state trooper then. That was like 2021.
Gotcha. And so they had searched your pockets. As your attorney said, there was no baggies, there was no substance. So was this fentanyl charge just made up?
Yeah, it had to be because I didn't have any drugs on me at all. The only thing I had in my pocket was my gun and my phone.
Gotcha. So where do you go from here?
Like I really don't know. I just really want to I just want justice, honestly. Like I want her to get what's really coming to her, like on the legal side. Like, yeah.
So had you ever had any bad interactions with Reform or Pickens County? Any problems with law enforcement? Like
that was my first time ever, cause I'm actually from the Pickens County area. Like I usually be down there a lot. Yes, ma'am. So
gotcha.
I never really had no bad blood that way.
At all. So, and how are you feeling mentally, physically?
I mean, like, I'm okay, but like when I'm alone, like I see it. I actually had like friends in law enforcement and stuff like that.
Has anyone apologized to you?
No, man.
Do you think you deserve one?
Yeah, I think I do. I would love an apology.
So do you think this was racially motivated?
I think it was like just abuse of authority, if anything. But like, yeah, that could play the part too.
And so, you know, when people watch the video, oh, well, he should have complied. He should have done more to work with the police. Do you feel you pretty much did everything within your rights and everything?
Yes, ma'am, because I was still kind of like, I was still respectful, like, through the whole video, other than being tased. Like, I was still, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, all that, like, yeah.
And when you watch her back and hear her voice, that's a lot of something that people have really zeroed in on, to say that it sounded like she was enjoying what she was doing to you.
Yeah, that would have seemed like to me, like she was getting a thrill out of it. Because like when she got me into the back of the police car and my brother video went out, she was like, she was basically like, yeah, your bitch ass ain't so tough now. Like she was like, we gonna enjoy watching this video. Yeah, like she said, we gonna enjoy going back watching this video.
From what you could tell, did she have a body cam on? Was there a dash cam or anything?
Oh no, when I got into her car, it wasn't nothing plugged up. Like it wasn't even a computer in there, camera, nothing. Like it was just wires. And I don't really think she had a badge cam on either.
Now your attorney said that he has, since this has happened, heard from other people saying they had a bad incident with this particular officer. Are you hearing anything like that in the community?
I done heard like of a couple incidents like where they had a guy dead in the back seat after he's been tased in the heart, like things like that. But like, yeah, they said like she had a couple complaints like to move departments a couple times.
So when you think back on it, you know, do you realize this could have escalated even further?
Yeah, I think like if it really wasn't a phone out there, I think it would have went farther. I feel like it could have went farther. Like my main concern was her like doing something to my brother when she had me detained.
So at what point did she realize he was recording?
I don't think she ever knew.
At all?
Yeah, I don't think she ever knew he was recording.
So you've got to go, you live in the area. Are you worried of any repercussions?
Not really, cause I stay up in Tuscaloosa area. Mm-hmm. Like my brother, like my aunt, them like really for that. Like I'm really worried about him, honestly. Yeah.
So you're gonna stay out of the area?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So if there wasn't a video, do you think you would still be sitting in jail?
Yeah, I think I still have a $500,000 bond.